So we're going to look at number 5. Let me scroll down. I have not yet read the question. And College Board doesn't like me to put screenshots of the questions on there. I did that 1 year, and they very quickly emailed me and told me to take it down. So I have to just work them with the problems over here. So number 5, scrolling down, and I have not read this one yet. And area, volume, improper integrals. Okay. Let's see. So far, I have not run into any curveball. So let's see. So the graph of f and g are given above. G is that function. F is not explicitly given. F of 3 is 2. So I'm going to do a little bit of game planning. F of 3 is 2. G of x is the function 12 over 3 plus x. That will integrate to a nice natural log. F of 3 is 2. Already have that. And the antiderivative from 0 to 3 of f is 10. I forgot my dx. Okay, so let's start reading. Number A. Find the area of the shaded region on the surface. That is a very nice, clean question. It is, we are on the interval 0 to 3, and that will be top function minus bottom function. Normally, I would write f of x minus g of x, but since I have to find the actual antiderivative, I'm going to replace g of x with its equation. And this one's nice. How did y'all feel about this one? Thumbs up, thumbs down? Going to separate that into f of x. By the way, you random internet people who are seeing this, my students are in the room with me. So I'm separating it out because my method of solving those antiderivatives is going to be ever so slightly different. 0 to 3 of f is explicitly given as 10 minus, and for this antiderivative, if you pull that 12 out, it ends up being the natural log of 3 plus x from 0 to 3, and I am getting the answer of 10 minus 12 times the natural log of 6 minus 12 times the natural log of 3, and I don't care how much that cleans up. So I like that one. For a BC specific question, that was nice. That was actually all AB material, nothing BC in that one. Let's look at B. Evaluate the improper integral that thing, or show that the integral diverges. And for improper integrals, I hope you all started by converting that improper integral into a limit. So I like to use the letter A, and g of x squared would be 144 over the quantity of 3 plus x squared dx. And then I'm going to come off on scratch paper over here, and I'm going to do that antiderivative. I'm going to pull that 144 out. I'm going to bring that 3 plus x up. Technically, this falls in the u sub category, but the inside derivative is just 1. And since the inside derivative is 1, I can just power rule that. That's going to be 3 plus x to the negative 1 over negative 1. Don't forget there's a 144 out there, which means back to my original problem, which I have not evaluated the limit. So I'm going to continue to write limit as a goes to infinity. That will be negative 144 over 3 plus x. Evaluated from 0 to a would be the limit as a goes to infinity of negative 144 over 3 plus a minus negative 144 over 3 plus 0. And as a goes to infinity, that first guy is going to crash to 0. So we're left with 0 minus a negative 144 over 3. And that would be my final answer. So I don't know. How do we feel? Good? Nobody's made any mistakes yet, right? All right, on to C. Cool. H is this function. Find the value of the integral from 0 to 3 of h. This is probably going to be parts. So 0 to 3 of h of x, which is x, f prime of x, dx. And yes, this is going to be a nice parts problem. U is going to be x, v prime is f prime, u prime is 1, v would be the antiderivative of f prime, which is f. We'll do u times v. We do need to evaluate that from 0 to 3 minus the antiderivative of u prime times v, which would be f of x dx. Oh, this is an interesting problem. I think I see where this one's going to go, because we end up with 3 f of 3 minus 0 f of 0. Actually, I'm not sure where this is going. I'm just going to feel my way through this until we end up. The integral from 0 to 3 was given to you. The integral from 0 to 3 is 10. And now I see this is quite nice because I need f of 3 and f of 0. Actually, I don't need f of 0 because 0 times anything is 0. F of 3 is given, and f of 3 is 2. So we end up with an answer of 3 times 2 minus 10. I think that's negative 4, but what if it's not today? Let's cross that out. And I'm done with 5. I'm done with 5. So parts B and C were the BC specific. That's improper integrals. And parts A was a very nice antiderivative, just area between two curves. So that is it for number 5.